Ladies and gentlemen, once again, I welcome you to this Nopal platform, a place where we address issues on Kenyan politics, a place where we speak nothing but the reality itself. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're watching this video, take 1 or 2 seconds, click the subscribe button, and remember to turn on your notification bell. This is important because next time when I upload a video, you are able to be automatically notified by the YouTube itself. Back to the Kenyan politics, but just to give a brief update on the project that we were running of building a house, I want to categorically announce that we now officially have 2 complete doors, and we are waiting for windows. 1 window goes at 2,000 shillings, and we need 4 windows. So that's about 8,000 shillings only. If you offer yourself so that you support us, we will really appreciate. Thank you for those who donated their doors. May God bless you abundantly. And we are waiting. If God touches you, please give us 1 window, or you can give us all the windows because it's 8,000, depending on how God will speak to you. We are supposed to go there next week on Thursday. Or earlier, so that we can fix the doors as they complete kuboma. Yeah. Back to the Kenyan politics. Ladies and gentlemen, there are things that if we do not reject them, they will affect our peace as a nation. There are some utterances from politicians that as Kenyans, if we are not going to reject them, they are going to polarize our country. Kenya is at a position that we need a leader who unites this country. You understand the last election was a hotly contested election between the Azimio coalition and the Kenya Kwanza coalition. Close to 7 million people voted for Raila Odinga, and 7 million people and some hundreds voted for William Ruto. Let me say this. In such a scenario, when Kenyans decided to swallow their bitterness, Kenyans decided to swallow their pride for the sake of our peace. For the first time, I can say, we've had a successful, peaceful election and peaceful campaigns, and above all, a peaceful transition. Ladies and gentlemen, as Kenyans, this is something we should not take for granted. It's something that should be noted down in the books of history as a country that has come of age democratically. Now, at this age, when Kenya has matured from election violence, we also need a mature leader who brings Kenyans together regardless of the coalition you support, regardless of the party you are affiliated to. Campaigns were over, election was over, we now have the president. And constitutionally, what we require from the president is uniting Kenyans. But I'm surprised. The Kenya Kwanza coalition is only interested in dividing this country more than it was during the campaigns. I am surprised, ladies and gentlemen, that the leaders who have been trusted to govern this country, the leaders who have been trusted to bring together this nation, their utterances are careless and childish to an extent that they are now dividing this nation more than it was during the campaigns. It's really sad. Now, this is I can call it the badness of having young people in leadership, because they don't think twice before they speak. Ladies and gentlemen, constitutionally, constitutionally. Authority of the president. The president is the head of state and government. I'm reading from the Kenyan Constitution. The president exercises the executive authority of the republic with the assistance of the deputy president and cabinet secretaries. The president is the commander-in-chief of the Kenya Defense Forces. The president is the chairperson of the National Security Council and is a symbol of national unity. I want to bold that statement. I want to underline that statement. I want to emphasize on that statement. When you see the president, constitutionally, you are supposed to see a symbol of national unity. A president who values all Kenyans, regardless of where they were politically affiliated to during the campaigns. Ladies and gentlemen, the president shall respect, uphold, and safeguard this constitution, safeguard the sovereignty of the republic. See, I want to lay emphasis on that statement. Promote and enhance the unity of the nation. Number D, promote respect for the diversity of the people and communities of Kenya and ensure the protection of human rights and fundamentals, freedoms, and the rule of law. Listen, Kenyans, this is not my own sentiments. I am reading from the Constitution itself, the authority of the president. I want to emphasize on two statements. Number one, the president is the symbol of national unity. Point number two, the president should, not even should, must, because he is the custodian of the Constitution, he must, without begging, without favor of any contradiction, the president must promote respect for the diversity of the people and communities of Kenya, and above all, promote and enhance the unity of the nation. When the president was in Korea, he made some remarks which to me, he should apologize to the people of Kenya. Yes, we cannot hide our hands, we cannot bury our heads in the sand, that we keep quiet, we stop correcting because he is the head of state. No. When he goes wrong, we must remind him that, Mr. President, excuse us. Where you're heading to is a dangerous direction, and you should turn to the right way. Ladies and gentlemen, while in Korea, the president made some remarks which, to my own understanding, divided this country more than it was, when he said that, you know, the 2022 presidential election was between those people who believe in God and those people who believe in human power. But those who believe in God won. What does this mean? The president is categorically telling Kenyans that over 6 million Kenyans who voted for Azimio never believes in God. That's what it, hayo ndio anatuambia in simple terms, that only those who voted for him are the only people who believe in God in this country. What a reckless statement.
I am finally reminded of the words of Daniel 11:32 that say, But those who know their God, they will do great exploits and they will be strong. In Kenya, you have many men and women of faith. And as I have said, you remember them. I want you to know we have a strong Christian family in the Republic of Kenya. In fact, in the last election, it was not just about issues of politics, it was also a referendum on those who believe in God and those who believe in men. And those who believe in God won.
Ladies and gentlemen, the Constitution is very clear as explained. 1. The president is a symbol of national unity. When the president stands to speak, the Azimio people should see the president as a symbol of national unity. The people from Kenya Kwanza should see the president as the symbol of national unity. So what do I mean? When the president stands to open his mouth, he must be very careful what he speaks, because we expect whatever comes from the mouth of the president should be framed in a way that unites the country, promotes peace, and respects the diversity and the freedom of all cultures. But what the president spoke, number 1, it's not promoting unity. It's actually polarizing the country, demolishing this country. Number 2, the statements from the president in Korea, they were meant to abuse, degrade, diminish the people who supported the Azimio. Point number 3, the president appeared as a symbol of this unity. Yes, I will speak it without fear or favor. I know there are bitter sentiments as I speak. I know there are arrows that will spike some dangerous territories. But ladies and gentlemen, we cannot fear. We must correct where due. I want to address my president. Your Excellency, Sir, President William Ruto. Campaigns are over. You are now the president. Remember that the Constitution expects you to act as a symbol of national unity. Your work should reflect unity. Your eating should reflect unity. Your greetings should reflect unity, because you yourself, you are a symbol of national unity, not a symbol of Kenya Kwanza unity. Get it very clear, Mr. President. You are not a symbol of Kenya Kwanza unity. Get it very clear. You are constitutionally, you are a symbol of national unity, not a symbol of UDA unity. Excuse us. Not a symbol of Christians unity. Ha! When you stand, your utterances should reflect unity. Even the signs you do in public or in private, even you are sleeping in state house on that bed, usingizi wako must reflect national unity. Hata bathroom mahali unaoga, your bathroom must reflect national unity. But now you are forgetting that you reflect the unity of Kenya Kwanza. You are forgetting that you reflect the unity of UDA and not reflecting the unity of this country. Please, remember and safeguard the Constitution. As I conclude, I want to leave you with this statement. Stop disuniting this country. And constitutionally, you should promote and enhance unity of the nation. God bless you. Asanteni sana.